flesh just way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, got rid of them bleachers, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the Wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 12, and we've got a great Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to go to the air right away. And his first look is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. To throw, it's Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The Texans at 8-2 on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Stroud to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Dell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming up for the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
319, what's up?
That he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Nixon will try the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10
Ready for the
at
second quarter from
36-yard
Houston.
line.
It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18, what's that? 11.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Bills' 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Had had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
After the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come out and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen has taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain at 28 as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Tyler Bass to kick off
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's complete. It's Collins. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Why, Tony?
They run forward with Mixon. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on fourth down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on fourth down. In this case, fearless wins.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. And he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to change the play. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That is caught. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll buy some time right. He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, commute.
Here's a diving catch right side. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
All right. Tony. Good.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Here's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18.
And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass complete to Dell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Take down a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Allen going to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
And the Bills' first down.
Allen to throw once more. That's again complete to Palmer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Motion man is Shakir. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 3rd down and 13. Throwing now is Stroud. They throw right side here, complete. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Now 2nd and 3.
At the Bills' 47-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On the quick, right?
The throwing again is Stroud. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. As Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Tony.
Now they'll audible to something else. Stroud off the play fake. He's rocked up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Ed Oliver forced his way through. Drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Stroud. Flushed out right. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. They go up the middle with Chubb. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.